We're going to wait a couple seconds because you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Wait for our thousands of subscribers to come on.
Oh my God. Thousands. I didn't know I signed up for thousands. I barely could pull off 50 to 100. Welcome, thousands. You're about to be let down a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Low quality content coming your way.
Did you shout this out to all your subscribers so they are watching?
Oh, I didn't. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that right now. Jeez. I should be a little bit more organized, right? I didn't know.
I do chat little things here and there on your stream so you can promote us, and you do it just fine.
I try.
He's
always
nice. Yeah, no.
I always try to make sure I get that loop in. So I'm always like, hey guys, like, get it going. You could go.
It was awesome that you stuck in that little. That was really cool when you stuck in
if we type that in, does it do it, or do you have to be a
it's only for the moderators and for the people that have control. We have certain ones that the members could type in, but not those ones because we're worried about we're live, but spam.
Over and over and over.
Right.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us, hang on a second.
I'm trying. Let's see here. And then the lighting gets all dark. I'm working with it. I feel like I'm telling a scary movie today. That's what I feel like I'm doing.
Ghost story time.
Ghost story.
Oh yeah, that's. You had your scary. Oh
yeah,
right.
that might. That was a really good one. I like that one. Even though we set off the smoke alarm like 50 times that day.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny, honestly. But that's cool. I love the thumbnail.
Louis on.
Oh, my thumbnail. Yeah, that was like that's my roller coaster from the intro.
Steamboat Steve.
Nice. I remember now. Okay.
Yeah, so we will be doing a live ride through. It's actually going to be our first live ride through.
We've never done this.
Okay. So we've never done this, and they decided to bring on this guy.
Yeah. We don't know this guy. This guy is Goofy Guy Adventure.
Goofy Guy, yeah.
Yeah, Larry. Our good friend Larry.
Appreciate
as he shouts us out, we'll start doing this.
Oh wow, okay. That's how it works. All right.
Well, I mean, you got your face buried in the phone, so we gotta wait.
I know. I'm trying to. This is how unorganized you guys are seeing my.
No. This is totally fine, dude. We appreciate.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Louis. I'm privileged to witness this landmark event.
Wow.
I got a horchata to celebrate.
The horchata, that's right. Post.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, I like horchata. I know Larry loves horchatas.
Yeah, they used to call me horchata boy. Actually, we did call one of my friends horchata boy back in the day. It's not a joke. Because he loved it. But that wasn't a call out too much. Live with
the horde chubby. Sorry.
All right.
Oh man. We didn't even start yet.
I know, I started. It was a lame thing to do. I was going to say shot a whore, but that didn't work either.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have went off well.
This is how it goes, guys. We're just winging it here.
Guest, that's the guy for sure.
We already lost somebody.
Hey, you don't have to watch. See, the worst thing you can do.
It was me.
I was about to say the worst thing you could do is watch like the numbers go up and down. Like that was when I first started live streaming. I was really a big proponent with watching the number. I would be like, oh gosh, what am I doing wrong? And if I could catch something like, and I was thinking in live time, if there's something I'm doing, maybe people will watch it because of this. And then I realize it has nothing to do with that. It's more of one of those things like you kind of just got to roll with what is happening. And if somebody kind of latches on, especially when you're live streaming, they got like either they might just have you in the background. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's why we want to do more live streams.
Gotcha.
Aguas de Fresca. Nothing
Yeah.
finer. Too bad DCA doesn't have. I don't know what that is. What is that? Agua de Frescas.
Agua de Frescas.
Do you know what that is?
I think that's Agua de Frescas. Oh man, Rebecca would know, but she's on her earphones. I think that's a drink.
Oh,
Like
she needs to come on with us.
You think I'm hard? You think I'm hard to get on, Rebecca? Remember, she's got tons of legalities.
Well, she's your producer and director, and
that's right. That's right. All of the above. That's right. All of the above. And that I know wanted to get her. It's like it's not that doesn't want to come on. Is that she's got all these things like well I could do this and I could do that, but I don't know. I feel awkward. She has the awkward thing, right? She still has it to this day.
It's
horchata is an agua de fresca.
There.
So it just means refreshing drink. I mean, I don't know.
Okay. I'm just gonna say yes. Yes.
Be sure to reply in kilometers. Lewis, we love you, but we don't know kilometers or anything of that nature. But man, we were watching you on what was that, Sunday?
Yeah, on Sunday with
Lewis. He was on with Leaving Today guys, and
he's amazing.
Like
all that
everything.
knowledge. I was telling Jason, you have to have cliff notes or something.
I know,
you have in front of you, going through when those guys with what was his name? Ron
Von Roll.
Yeah, Von Roll. Yeah, Ronnie Von Roll. I think it's Ronnie.
Check this out.
Yeah.
All right, I've posted. Let's see if I can get my 5 subs to come out. Let's see.
Nice.
I put it on the YouTube.
Robbie Von Roll. Yeah.
Testing it out. Looks like I could get there. So let's see if I could get some of the goofballs over here. If not, no worries. They'll come around and watch post live always too.
Yeah.
Hey goofballs, if you're out there, welcome in.
Ninja lurking. I'm the number one ninja lurking.
What'd you say?
Said I'm the number one ninja lurker on Larry's.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of ninja lurkers. I don't ever discount it, but I always wonder which one would be number one. I don't like ranking anybody, but there's been some people there probably since day one that have never said a word. I bet
probably
just been watching, and I'm like, that's cool. Yeah. I mean, I've ninja lurked on podcasts and things for a long time, honestly. So, but I appreciate you as a ninja lurker. Don't think.
Thank you.
It's okay. It's not a ranking system. You're all like kids. There's no favorite. That's for sure.
Hey, while you're talking.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people about yourself?
Oh, okay. So the people are just rolling in like, what the?
Yeah, people rolling in.
Yeah. So I am Goofy Guys Adventures. That is my channel, but my name's Larry. I started streaming at Disneyland in Anaheim, California back in 2020. Oh, gosh, 2021, two. Oh, my gosh, whatever. Anyway,
One of those years.
One of those years. But I had the channel in 2020, but everyone knows what happened. And since then, we've been streaming pretty much at least once a week, pretty consistently in the last 2 years and above. And I have people like Jason and Exhibition Steve over here, Signs of Amusement, great supporters that watch me each week as we go to Disneyland and do stuff like what you're about to see. Ride-throughs. I can't talk through them, though. So this is going to be fun. Because I don't like to interrupt the guest, even though we don't have to go there, but everybody else is talking up a storm usually and pointing. Right now, we got the Pixar cars, and I swear everyone's always looking for these Pixar trucks.
Oh, yeah, the truck, right?
Yeah, you got the jersey back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet. Yeah.
That's my Pizza Planet jersey, which I thought was a rarity, but I've been seeing them pop up all over the park. So I'm like, well, some things you win and some things you don't.
I think they made more once the trucks came out. So
I have no idea. I just know there's a lot of them for sure. Though in Chicano culture, agua frescas are Mexican soft drinks like horchata, melon,
tamarindo,
and limonadas. Yeah. I said melon wrong. It's like something else. That O. I don't know. I am so bad at that. I tried. My grandma gave up pretty quick. Let's put it like that.
Well, it's funny trying to listening to you when you're trying to speak Spanish and on your live streams and stuff.
I tell Rebecca, like, and she always calls out my wife is Rebecca. That's my BTS. I'm behind the screen and she's behind the scenes. So we're both BTS, but I always tell her if I talk Spanish, I have to do like buzz mode. I can't do like Spanish normal. I have to be like, like escúchame. But I have to talk like that because I feel like that's the only way to pronounce it. Because otherwise I feel like I'm like I'm just mumbling all the time. It doesn't feel right. But Rebecca's just like, oh my god.
And then when random Kiwis on and you start speaking, well, he's New Zealand, but you speak
he's
Australian.
From New Zealand. I go Australian even though he's from New Zealand, though, right? That's the weird thing. I'm like, people probably like, is he from Australia or New Zealand? But we do have Sydney 2 for 2. That's another viewer.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that because he's coming in June.
Right,
and he said, for one day, he's gonna give me lessons on Australian. And I'm like, yes, finally I can get away a whole day at the park doing the doing the accent. And then I won't get judged. But thanks for letting me give that long introduction without no further ado.
And hopefully we will try to get down there. I think we're trying to plan on something in September.
Okay. I like it. I hope so, because man, you guys deserve some park time and some good treats. I mean, if you could get there, hopefully.
I need that, garlic cheesy pretzel thing.
Who knows? Some promotions
it better be there.
Some don't. I just know that you guys, sounded an alarm. I literally the next stream, if you guys didn't watch that one, the next.
Oh no, I watched. You went straight over there.
I went straight over there. I didn't even. I could have had. I mean, I could have ran into like, I don't know, someone like Bob Iger could have walked past me. I wouldn't have known. I just would have shot right past him because I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
You were like, I need to check this right away. Make sure it's still.
It was big on my list, and I wasn't trying to break news. That's never my jam. My jam is, I some days look forward to that as my treat when I'm live streaming. So if that's gone, then I'm like, dang, I got to make a new treat. That's the way it goes. We got to give ourselves a little reward.
That was my bad because I didn't realize. I went back and tried to find that video, and it was like 6 months old.
Nah, no worries, man. There's a lot of stuff, like I said, that circulates, and then all of a sudden, it becomes like it was news. It's just you just never know. Like things are. That's the unfortunate thing about the parks lately. Like some things stick, and for sure what you're gonna get. Like we were just talking about Pixar Fest.
Churros.
Yeah, and then something rolls out, and then you're like, oh, we didn't even know this was gonna come out. We're gonna stick. So that's why it was more of like, I believe you. This is scared. Oh, check it out, Jason. Plug the. Go ahead.
So
wait, I want to hear Larry try to pronounce that word.
Oh, that word right there?
Yeah,
not gonna do it. That's where I stopped. Go for it.
All right. So first off, I'm Jason, and if you're new here, like, subscribe, share for friends and family. This is my channel that I brought Steve on to co-host with me. We do ride through videos. We do some other videos, but we also started a podcast called Discovering Magic Podcast. And we do 2 types of shows. One's an interview, which we did one with this guy down here. And another one we call the Concilium.
Thank God.
The Concilium basically means it's like a conversation, like a roundtable conversation. Believe me, I dug up that word out of many hours of searching.
I just said round table.
Yeah, but it kind of goes with like the whole sorcerers and knights, and we're the podcasting wizards.
Sounds cool. That's all I care about.
Anyway.
Sounds cool. Yeah, I work with faculty all day, and they say words someday, and I'm like, what? That's a word? And I have to go like literally Google it after they're done. I'm like, I guess. Yeah, it looks right to me.
So anyway, we have we started doing those live. It's basically every other Sunday, or at least like once a month. we are having one on the 19th, and it's about food. Any food or beverage or anything through the Disney parks. We're just going to talk about your favorites or little known things or, whatever comes up.
You're invited to that, Larry, if you're available on Sunday.
It'll be live, Yeah. That's your thing.
Man, food.
Yeah.
I just started eating food on the street, which I was never a fan of.
We're not going to be eating it. We're doing. Well, I mean, you can eat it, I guess, if you want to. If you happen to be.
I don't think that would be fair to you guys. I'd just be like, hold on as I eat this.
Wait a minute.
You're talking about it.
Man, this is good.
Yeah, this is delicious. I can't even explain it.
But yeah, if you guys, any of you guys, you there on the screen, that's who I'm talking to.
Yes,
if you want to join us, Larry, I can't even talk today. Lewis, that's what I meant to say.
There we go. There's Lewis saying something for you.
Yeah, Lewis will be joining us. So actually, it was his idea.
Lewis,
so
there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lewis. I appreciate the invite too. Appreciate
it. So like I said,
I don't know about the all-star though. That term gets thrown around a little bit. I'm more on the I fall to the C-star list of content creators, I think. I get lucky to get in the list.
I don't think so.
Yeah. That's what I hear. But appreciate it. This is fun.
Yeah, we try to make it fun.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm Jason, and I like to do woodworking. I like long beach walks and
walks on the beach.
No, but yeah, we do woodworking. As you can see, I make signs. Steve kind of does the same. Do you want to tell a little about your channel there, Steve?
Nah, it's all right.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you got to do it now.
All right. So, Expedition Steve, I do POVs. Well, try to. And I do a thing called Where Are We? So I do a side-by-side of a ride through and a map where you are on the ride, and kind of shows you, like, for instance, on Pirates, that you go down the fall, and you make a bend, and you wonder, well, what's above us? And it's the Blue Bayou is above you, and the street of, New Orleans Square or whatever is above you. The train is above you. And so I do things like that for a couple of different rides. I did Splash Mountain and Haunted Mansion and Pirates and Alice. And I need to do more.
One here.
Oh, yeah. And you did
Matterhorn.
one for Matterhorn. Exactly.
A ride breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
And
Anyway,
a good breakdown. That's what you should name it. Ride 101. Good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good 101. Not bad 101. Good 101.
Yeah. Good 101.
I don't even know if these kids know what 101 is anymore. I feel like an old man right now. The 101 code was what they used to say when the ride went down. But,
yeah. I don't think they, no. Unless they're real.
I'm bringing it back. That's it. I'm bringing it back. I'm going to get on a ride that breaks down Indy. Indy Rise, one of them, I'm going to say, this is for Signs of Amusement, Expedition Steve. We're 101 right now. And immediately lose 20 viewers. Totally worth it.
Well, anyway, at the end of this video, I will put a link down to both of their channels in the description.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All stars. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. No, these are all real all-stars. Okay. Oh, feeling good.
Yeah.
Good.
So
middle school.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a ride through, and we call these ride through commentaries, and we're gonna comment on it. And doesn't matter what we comment, it's what our own thoughts or opinions, and then we, as Lewis pointed out, that I like to say, it's where the conversation leads. So it's the fun thing with these things. You never know where it goes. So
is that how a ride is in general?
Yeah, well,
I don't know where it goes.
I mean, we end up talking about the ride, but sometimes we way out the way,
Right.
Yeah.
I'll never look at Huelhausen's the same again when I get on Monsters Inc.
California Gold.
I'm all like, dang, where's it? No, wait, no, the book you showed me, not Huelhausen. You showed me there's a guy when you get on Monsters Inc. You gave me information.
Harryhausen.
Harryhausen.
Yeah.
Every time I see it now, I'm like, now I know what that is.
Yeah.
There you go. I learned that day.
That's a D cup. Yeah. So what ride are we doing, guys?
Larry chose
Indy. That's right. Because we're talking about breaking down. So
yeah,
break this down. Let's go. Well, where we're gonna watch it from, though, I hear they don't get a lot of breakdowns on stuff. I hear they're pretty good.
They have money over there.
Yeah.
No, that almost is too current because the earnings call just happened.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that was like
you never know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Too soon.
Yeah.
I mean, it hits on so many levels with Iger and
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So we're doing Tokyo version of Indiana Jones, which is based on Crystal Skull, and I have never seen this ride.
I have never seen it as well.
This is gonna be
kind of cool. All three of us seeing it for the first time.
And there's so many comments on Crystal Skull, which I get it, but still, I'm interested. They're usually really good at doing rides out there, so I'm looking forward. Here we go.
And here's Louis. Sweet.
Was that a real sweet?
Well, he's keeping it clean because if Kenny came on, it would be
my god,
letting it rip.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kenny couldn't make it. He's busy doing business stuff.
Oh well, good for him. Hey,
no, I don't know if that's good.
It's not good. It might be good for him, but it's not good for somebody.
Yeah.
Oh no. Somebody.
All right. Well, let's get to the ride.
Yeah.
Night, LMG.
Typical raining. I mean, what are the good seasons out there though? They always say it's like a certain window in Tokyo.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been there. Or
I know
in Japan.
China gets like all hot and stuff like it is over here, but I don't know if Tokyo gets hot.
Good point.
But they apparently get a lot of rain.
Jeez, the queue areas.
Yeah.
I mean,
very jungly.
Yeah. I mean, ours is cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice
I like our Indy
Disneyland.
too, yeah.
But this is, I feel like I'm about to go into an artifact, like for real. Like, I'm going through the Crystal Skull before you got there.
Yeah. Which attraction hasn't he done? He didn't do the railroad for Hong Kong.
There's a couple that we had to sneak off from somebody else, and actually that was when we just did Grizzly Gulch.
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking of Shanghai, no, that was Hong Kong, right?
Yes. Yes. That was Hong Kong.
Okay.
Wow. Another long queue.
Yeah, this is long. I can only imagine.
I wonder if I didn't see any like props like Disneyland has.
Well, like the truck out there. And all
yeah. Oh wow! Look at this.
Look at that though.
That's pretty elaborate.
Wow.
That is elaborate. Look at that.
It
reminds me of when you walk into the Millennium Smuggler's Run.
Oh
right.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like this in the queue when you're walking through the. I guess that's like the depot or working area of it, I think.
Right, and they have all the stuff down, cargoes and whatever.
But this is way more like detailed as an artifact. Man, I would. Ooh, that's crazy.
I like how they have the vines and stuff.
I know, and what you have to keep in mind for anyone watching now that you guys already preferenced this with me. The camera on LMG vids is really good at low lighting. So I'm pretty sure right now this looks a lot brighter than if you were there. It would look like creepy, dark. So you could see kind of sometimes the camera's adjusting it. But it looks awesome from this view. I bet there even looks more awesome because you're getting that like low light, I bet, the ambience.
Yeah.
Yep.
As Steve points out a lot, sometimes this actually kills the illusion because you see a lot more.
Ooh,
That's cool.
I
That's
like
like first movie where they
Yeah,
have
where
the
the
staff.
sun hits the
yeah, and it shows.
medallion on that staff.
Yep.
I think this is all Mayan temple.
The movie theme, I think that's where it was going with that.
Right.
The crystal
It's in
star.
South America.
Dude, I'm loving this. This is a great
Yeah,
choice.
pretty cool.
Oh, you can like see through it.
Do you think kids would get scared of this if it was at or California or
Hey,
Florida?
Goofy 23. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Goofy 23? Goofball up in the room.
Yep.
What do you guys think? Would they be scared? Because I see them get scared all the time on our Indy in the queue.
Oh, really? Well, then seeing these faces, I think they
Yeah,
would too.
Right. I think so.
Dude, what if there was someone behind her? Like,
Oh man.
Halloween. I'm all in. That's the Halloween version. Someone
Yeah,
looks into there.
someone come out of there.
Yeah,
Halloween.
scare you. Wow, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
just to take up all these props and set them in there, like making it look like some kind of research, you know, like that just takes time.
Yeah, and I like too that on ours they have a lot of they have to, but they have like a lot of fencing. Oh, that's cool. The projector. That one, those are open, so that's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That's sweet. That reminds me of what it used to look like in there, in the Eye on the Globe room.
Oh, with this, yeah.
Now it still looks the same. It's just a lot more darker in there. I miss the old queue though for back home at Disney. It's just I miss the old version of it that used to take 2 minutes or something like that.
Oh, from Indy.
It just feels like it goes over and over again. Oh, that's tight. I like that. That's cool.
So I think this uses the same vehicle, right?
Really?
I don't know.
I'm assuming, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yep.
Yep, that looks like the vehicle.
Wow.
Because I know I think it was Paris. They have like a roller coaster group.
Like the gas pumps.
Yes.
Well, that looks really cool.
Familiar.
Here we go.
Tattoo.
Oh wow.
Also, it's like
It's a little different.
look
than,
that actually looks kind of cool. Like we should do that with our doors since we don't use it as you.
Yeah. Don't
I
look
say
into
ours
the crystal
being
ball. Oh, that's neat.
So like so far, this track looks
Similar.
the same.
Familiar. Looks familiar for sure.
That's copyrighted music. Yeah, I guess this is like the same layout.
Wow.
This is a lot darker.
wow.
Even with this camera.
It's pretty much the
I
same.
remember the skeleton like that.
No, I didn't. It's just you say that kind of snuck out there. Things are more blacklighty here. That's weird, isn't it? You know.
Got the bridge.
I
Yeah,
like
it's-
this bridge better though. I like this better.
Yeah.
I hate bridges in general. They scare the heck out of me. It's one of my phobias. Oh, here we go. Now I'm gonna have owls and bridges, but I like how the things low. Ooh, Fluffy looks scary. Ooh, Fluffy looks scary.
There's no fire and everything.
But still, the images are way more scary.
It's like it's backside.
I like the color in here too.
Yeah. They just have slightly different effects, and it looks different. I backing up.
Even for Chris's camera.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
I like that. Oh man, I wish we had
That's
something
pretty
like
cool.
that. Oh, I like this too.
Ears.
I like this too. Okay, I'm jealous now.
The neat effect.
Wow. Okay. That was a quick drop though. Quick.
Where's like the crystal skulls?
I know. Good question.
There was one.
They're just a big one. Yeah, it's
I
like
was
almost-
waiting for the room, a bunch of aliens in the room
Yeah.
spinning.
It's
But-
almost spot on with our layout.
A little bit.
yeah, but the
Yeah.
lighting and color,
Yeah,
I
it's
like
totally
it. It's a
different.
lot more
Yeah.
spookier, which for us it'd be spooky. Maybe there, that's just how it goes. But I could just see kids not wanting to ride that here. Obviously, they're
Yeah.
like, it's too scary. The snake's got red eyes and all this stuff. Let's
It was
go.
random. We were just talking
Kiwi.
about you.
What's
That's
up,
too
Kiwi?
funny.
Yo, over here with Signs of Amusement Expedition Steve. You guys see in the chat. Usually, if you're out there, we're reviewing Tokyo's Indiana Jones, which is very similar to Disneyland, as far as I could tell.
Yeah.
yeah. But that
But
was
like you said, the lighting is.
that was even
Oh.
dark, even with Chris's camera. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I could imagine being there is
Even darker.
yeah.
Even darker, right?
I mean,
yeah,
it's got to be for the black lights, I guess. But that seemed unusually dark for a ride.
I like though too on ours. I don't know when they added that, but ours recently got the projections room.
Mhm.
Where it's like it's electricity or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I feel like, I'll be frank here. I feel like sometimes that what was that? Go for it. Say it
It's
again.
a little cheesy.
Yeah, it didn't hit like it. I thought it was a simpler way of doing something. Like there's not a lot of projection. It's like an air blast at you,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was really cool.
I like that.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black
okay.
Camera reminds me of Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway.
A little bit. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the blues and the hue they use in there.
That's what I thought was cool is on that bridge, at Disneyland, it's the fire and everything. And over there, everything's blue. There was no fire.
Yeah, I guess that's
I
more
would've-
of the spiritual crystal skull theme, I guess.
Oh,
But
okay.
I would have liked to see what it looked like. I know he's got, he's got to shoot straight forward with the camera. But I would like to see what the difference is looking to the left. Because I don't like looking at the bridge because I already have
Yeah.
talking about bridges. But now y'all know that. But the thing is, I always look to the left to see what that little fire you're talking about that comes out of the eye.
he
of
does
Mara.
have 2 more videos from 5 years ago.
Okay.
So maybe it's
you can
possible.
compare.
Yeah, he has another video where he compared like the recent changes on our Indy, So it'd be kind of cool if you can do like a side by side of both of those Indies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I mean-
let's just throw in Dinosaur too.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember that ride. Now it's Berry Tales.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Fairy Tales, yeah.
Yep.
Before my time. Sorry, man. Sorry, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Before my time.
Yeah,
they
you're
they
too
just
young.
brought that back, but it's like completely different. But they brought back the bears.
Oh, okay. I had no
Wow.
idea. I liked that. I appreciate you guys showing me that because even though it's really similar to our ride, I still had things on there that I feel like I still envy Tokyo's layout sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
Like I said,
they're
just that
using.
scene where the one door where we have 3
Mhm.
just to me was a lot better because it's not just 2 standard doors that don't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like something like guiding you. You feel like you're going through a path, right? Instead of it just being
Right.
like, what is this one? See, it feels like missed opportunity space. That's what it feels like. That there's this blank space, just like the projection room. It just feels like
Yeah.
this is a black room with a projection instead of something happening. And here's my thing too. It's like when you go through the spear room, shooting at
Yeah.
you.
Uh-huh.
And ours is there's a couple of like things hanging down. There's that black light they're using kind of and the green hues, but their thing was like rigid. Like they had actual aesthetics sticking out in it, and it's not just one straight room. and it really brings a lot more to your attention. Like, oh, what the, instead of just being like, oh, those are just straight walls and they're shooting out air. But it's supposed to be
exactly.
It's supposed to be scary, bow and arrows or whatever. But I mean, I gotta admit, I would have taken some of that, brought it over here, and redid Indy.
Yeah.
Especially with what we have. But I know it's a huge breakdown ride. We're just talking about that, but
yeah.
So when that skull appeared and it shoots the fire, what is on ours at that point? Is that new scene where
it's
little flame thing is?
Yeah, it's like an electric ball thing, and then it just like shoots across. Is that the projection that you're referring to? That one on ours?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what's in that position.
Wait, which one are you talking about now?
On this ride,
on this ride,
skull that shoots the fire out. What is on ours?
It's Disneyland.
Is that the wall that crumbles?
That's the projection wall. Yeah,
okay, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
and it shoots across. Yeah,
right.
I rather them did that. Just a nice little thing. That would have been cool, honestly.
Yeah, that's cool because they came out and you went like towards it. That's what threw me off. That was kind of cool.
That was cool. Just being the bridge too, being so much more. Maybe it's just my way of watching that video, but it felt more like I like the perspective in the room being such tall ceilings, right? Right. But it is something different when it's like collapsing down on you. Then you feel like the urge of like, oh God, like.
You gotta get out of here.
Gotta get out. That's that thing. You gotta get out of here. So I don't know. I liked it. Think it was good. The snake is scary. He's not fluffy there. No, he's definitely
no.
It's like something out of a scary movie.
He wasn't as colorful as.
Nah, he's just
the other one has more like texture and colors and.
Yeah, he's scary. He's like what was that albino scary snake? So. I could see.
And there was no water in there either. So like in ours, we have that waterfall.
That little waterfall. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't remember ever being able to see behind ours either.
Oh. Okay.
When we went, we turned.
Yeah,
it was all lit up and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because it's not lit up in ours, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna have to check that out now.
Yeah.
To get on Indy just to see. I don't think you could see it though. I think you're right. Like there's a different angle when they come around the side because I usually look up at the projection of that scary skull thing that pops up on the Disneyland version.
Right.
Because it's always like, and I feel like if you look up at it, that part, it makes the ride a lot more like there's always an actuation there where it's like, oh, but if you look up, it makes the ride feel a lot more agitative, like, oh, shoot. Because if you like look down and kind of you're ready, like bracing yourself to go down kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could be all in my head, honestly.
No.
Half the time, I'm just trying not to drop my camera. That's the 90% of the time, just thinking, "Oh God, if I drop this, this is gonna be all over the internet."
Live, just sitting there on a track, looking up.
I could just hear it already. One of my number one fears is like when we shoot like World of Color. There's that we usually shoot from. There's a long bridge that goes towards Pixar. And that one, I'm always scared that one day I'm just gonna have it and just whoop, it's gonna go over the edge, and then all you guys are gonna see is just tumbling into the water.
And then the camera's pointing up.
Yeah.
And then we're all going, no, how long it lasts.
Just devastated face, just devastated, and then Rebecca being like palms to the face, like I can't believe that. Oh my God! But yeah, those are my fears while streaming. There, you got them. Indiana Jones.
You're all over the news because you jumped into the water to get it.
I would not, never. I would never do it.
You're not gonna be that guy, like on.
Did you
Small
see
World?
that? Did you see? Oh no! Oh man, I was gonna make that joke the other day with Rebecca. We got on Small World and everybody was. It was funny on our live stream. Everybody was like lying to us, and I was so mad because Rebecca hadn't been on so long, and everyone's like, "Oh no, they closed it for the night," and we believed the viewers. We were like, "Oh, really? That sucks." And so then we look at the wait time on the app, and it's like 5 minutes. We're like, "Wow, guys, all right." So then when I got off the ride, I was like, "Dang it!" I wanted to say, and I forgot. I said, "I didn't see the naked guy on the ride this time."
Yeah.
You must have removed that.
The new animatronic.
New animatronic. Yeah, it must
they should put a little guy just standing in the water, right? That fake water thing.
Oh man, that's so bad, but so funny. That's the things you got to realize. It's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Ashton is watching us.
Oh. Sup, nephew? Go to bed. So, do you ever have? Well, I'm sure you probably do. Thoughts to get to the other parks like Tokyo and
Yeah, that's a good question. I've told people this before is that I would prefer to go to Tokyo over Japan or over Disney World because I know me and Rebecca have watched a lot of. I've never watched Indy, but we've watched a lot of the Tokyo just park in general and how it looks so well kept. I mean, it's a different group, and yeah, there's just. I mean, obviously you want to go, do everything at Disney World, but there's just something about how Tokyo's kind of like really sticking to that Disney like image,
The original.
the original, and it makes me want to go there first rather than to Disney World because sometimes I feel like Disney. I want to go to Epcot. Really, that's the key of Disney World. That's what I want to try. That and then yeah, but I'd have to pick Tokyo over. And then here's my list probably Tokyo. I would go there, and then second would be, which is not even a park, Alani, because I mean,
oh yeah, in Hawaii.
and then third would be probably Disney World. But I see us going to Disney World probably more immediate future than any of those two. I mean, if we got super lucky, then yeah, we would head out to Tokyo, I think, first. What about you guys?
No. No, that's especially Tokyo Sea. I mean, there's Tokyo Disneyland as well, but Disney Sea is pretty much top of my list.
Wow.
It's because of Chris. We watch all his videos from his POV ride-throughs from Chris, and it's like, wow, this is so cool. All the different rides they have there. Attractions they have over there.
Get it right. I call rides all the time.
I also really want to go to Paris, if not for one main reason is to see the dragon and the castle.
Yeah.
That was the first thing. I have a boss now. Well, at the time he was my supervisor, but now he's my boss, and he's like, the dragon's worth it. That's what he went for a conference, and a conference.
Yeah.
To go to
right next to the
parks. Yeah. The parks there. I guess it's in France. I guess I'll make it out to Paris. Yeah. Yeah. So he got to go, and he's like, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. I was like, dang it. All right. But yeah, I'm with it too.
That and riding Big Thunder over there.
Oh,
that's Big Thunder goes under the water.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Okay, yeah, good sell on that one. What about you, Steve?
Yeah, I would do Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Disney Sea, Disneyland Paris. I almost got to go there when when I was in Holland and my relatives were going to take me there. So,
look,
but I could. Oh, hey, Rebecca,
you got her in the chat. So
that's
in the chat.
Hi, Rebecca. Yeah. You need to come on with Larry. Pop your head in.
We'll send you an invite.
I told him I'm going to yell across. I told him, dear, it's a lot. It's a lot of negotiating. We got to get buttons involved. That'd be the little baby mini killer whale or legal team, which is cat.
Yeah.
It's tough to negotiate. No, you were saying you almost got to go to Paris, but what happened?
Oh yeah, my cousins were going to take me, but they couldn't get the day off. So because it was like a 5-hour train ride Yeah. So our
viewer and moderator Shan, I think she's been a couple of times already. She
really?
Talks about how great it is and she loved it. So I'm always like jealous. She has, I don't know, she has like a Spirit jersey and stuff out there that like they
really
they're more merch.
Oh, okay.
That's the merch groups. But she says it's amazing too. So I was like, yeah. So she probably could speak more on it. I should ask her more questions. She'll be coming to the park at the.
We should have her on here.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to have her on here.
Yeah, she'd be.
And then she can show off her little clothing line for.
We have so Jason, I know you may have seen the bird. This is Chubby. This is really Chubby, the popcorn bucket. But Chubbs is hiding out per usual in the night. But he has a clothing line from that moderator. It's called Shan Designs. She creates his clothes. I didn't ask her to do it. It just happened, and it's now this thing where I get stopped at the park way more, hands down for the bird than the camera. I'm there with a live stream. And people be like, where'd you get the ears for that bird? Or I've gotten a pin, honorary Disneyland pin, the honorary guest for the day.
Yeah.
He got the
nice.
pin. The bird got the pin. So then when I got it, Shan was watching, and she's like, that's my pin. And I go, yeah, that's yours for sure. I'm giving it to you when you get here. And I did.
I'm picturing this cast member coming up to you to like, and
yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah.
That's exactly. They're like, oh, here you go. And they were like trying to put it on, and we were like helping him put it on. Like, this bird.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I gotta be honest. Breaking news. I hear that he's getting a whole new line in May. So it's gonna be like, I've gotten sneak peeks here and there when we did our stream, and it's gonna be insane. But if you want to see his if you want to see his
gonna have like
costume,
wet socks too and stuff.
don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas. Hey, oh my gosh, that's so funny.
He checks in the mail if he's wearing a haha shirt.
Yeah.
This little logo.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh man, it's too funny.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I would love to get back to Disney World as well, because I've only been there once. And it's been like over 20 years. So
wow. Oh, a lot's changed then for sure.
Yeah, no, when I was there, they were just like halfway done building Expedition Everest. So
I knew this was gonna come up. We just had this conversation. Like literally, we're talking about the bird, and Steve. We talked about this literally when we got home because Shan was texting with this. She's coming to go see the weekend that Fantasmic returns, which they just I just
May,
released the dining packages, so a lot of people were jumping at the end of May. Yeah, May 25th. Yeah. So a lot of people were jumping on that to try and get it for sure at least area to stand and watch. So. What's your guys' gamble? What do you think? Everyone's saying there's no dragon. It's not going to happen.
It's not.
That's the reports.
No,
it's not going to happen, dragon. Right?
If it does, it'll be a projection.
Right. Something like paint. What do you think? Is there going to be something that replaces it that you're like, whoa, or is it an aspect? Even though we're totally off the rails now, but I like doing this. Because I'm like, if you could guess anything, because I usually get it wrong. I barely have I gotten things right in the past when it comes to this kind of stuff. I get areas and lands better, but like shows, I never get it. Rebecca's really good at shows. She will sometimes call things they're gonna do. But if you had a guess, are they just gonna stick with what it was before, and then we're just gonna see another iteration of it?
As long as it's not like a little sock puppet that Mickey's holding.
Wow.
Mr. Hand.
The day of the internet, that would be a nightmare. I would not want to be the PR team after that. If you got to guess one thing though,
like this, there's a little fire thing comes out.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it would be. I'm assuming it's projection on the water or whatever.
There we go, randomly.
How dare you? Not you, Jason. The chat.
No, what I would like to see is like have something different, like every once in a while. Not because like maybe have Mickey fight like Captain Hook or something. Like just change it up once in a while.
Just change it up.
Just the ending part, like that'd be kind of cool. Different character here and there.
Okay, so like World of Color has sometimes they have different iterations of projections, but this would be like changing up the storyline a little bit. Oh, I like that. What about you, Steve? What do you think?
I don't know. I can't think. I'm still laughing in my head from all your guys' jokes.
You can't think, but you came up with the puppet. Come on.
I know the puppet was. I'm gonna read it and weep when I see the puppet.
I am gonna like try to like Photoshop
that puppet on.
I don't know. I wish they'd bring the dragon back because he was, or she Maleficent, was
Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy was such a cool part of the show, but in reality, I doubt they'll bring him back.
There haven't even been enough time to build anything,
Look at what Rebecca just said in the chat. And she's gonna probably be right.
I didn't even have it open. She's been doing all that.
Wait, which one? This one?
Rebecca said, "I feel Disney won't be ready."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And she's probably right because we go to the park.
Yeah.
A lot.
You guys. Yeah.
We see what they're I try to tell people in the chat like, oh, they're closing all the doors early. I wonder why. And then
Yeah.
I'll like pan the camera over there, and I'll try to show you the rivers of America. We see what they're doing, and it's kind of like it
Yeah.
looks more refurbishment rather than testing out stuff. Like they're trying to
Right.
make something work without what was there before, and it's gonna be
Right.
projection, which I feel like I'm like,
Yeah.
it's going to be hard because now you can't bring in, people are going to be all iffy about pyrotechnics and fire, even though they bring it back throughout the park. Now it's going to be an iffy thing because this is where it actually went all down, right? So it's like, how do you make it better?
I remember that day
Well,
watching your stream when that happened.
That was crazy.
The other Murphy in Disney World caught on fire as well.
Yeah.
They brought that back.
When that was on the float, right? Is that
on
the
the
one?
parade?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fire has been an issue. So it makes me think you got to do something really, really, really good with projections. I mean, like really good. It better be worth it beyond that. We all think like it looks almost holographic, something like that, where I don't know, the projection looks 3D. I don't know, something like that, like because it like
coming at you or something,
right? Because you see, okay, that's a good point, Steve. Because I go see these. I do like watching festivals, like music festivals, and they're all about the back of the DJ or what having these dynamic visions of like whatever CGI they could create. And sometimes it looks like they're like coming out through the screen, not for any other reason, just the way the CGI is built. If it's there, then there you go. Like I'm just saying, like Disney, this is your shot to really utilize the CGI and projections, and then also have a chance, like what you just said, Jason, change it up every once in a while. Because if you have that, you have the opportunity to change things up every once in a while instead of having to stick with that same show format. We'll see though, but I think Rebecca's gonna be right. I think we're all gonna show up. We're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't want to be right."
Big balloon that they blow up or something.
If they do that, oh my god! Oh my
see what they'll do? They'll blow up the screen and they project the dragon on the screen.
There you go.
Oh my god, that would be that'd be hard to watch. I would. I don't even know how I would stream that.
It's like one of those things that does this.
Right, the wacky inflatable dragon. Inflatable dragon. It wouldn't be a first though. There's been things that Disney does, and you're like, well, did you guys ever see? Speaking of Indiana Jones, the short period they changed Mara's voice. Did you guys ever know about that? Yeah, there was a short period, which it's rumored, it's not for sure that, and we were there. We saw it. We heard it. It was different. The voice they used was actually done by Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, really?
He pretended to be like the new Mara voice because they supposedly had lost rights with originally the voice is, if I'm right, it's Darth Vader's voice. That's who did.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. So that was originally the voice, and they didn't have rights to it anymore, so they switched it out, and it went so bad. People made like a protest. What are those things called? Where you put it online, where they fill it out. It's a form. Yeah, and they pulled it back. Disney pulled that back, and they went back to the old voice that they have now. You hear Mara, so it was bad.
Bad.
It was so bad. You get on, you're like, what the? It just it did not go. So there's been things like that Disney does, and they have to pivot. So there you go. I don't know. We'll see. I'm worried though. I'm more worried than I am optimistic, which is sucky. To be about the Phantasmic because it's such a great show, and I think a lot of people are looking at it like that.
That reminds me of another ride too. That's like we're worried about it.
Oh, you're thinking about what we talked about earlier? The Tiana's ride. Is that what you're referring to? Okay. Yeah. It's if you might feel a little better. I'll give you this. Okay, so I've done some researching on digging.
Yeah.
For how much electronics they're having posted online for when they have to post to like the city of Anaheim and everything, what they're doing. Permits.
Right.
For all the electronics they're putting on there. I don't know, man. It's making me feel good. I mean, obviously, it was a water ride that hadn't been redone since the 80s or 70s. So it needs updating all over. I mean, water kills electronics, right? But it makes me feel good, though, that they're having the time to do this. So then who knows what they're adding inside? We don't know if you're going to
because that's the stuff we can't see is inside. All we see is what they're doing on the outside.
I still remember Radiator Springs Racers, right? I remember seeing them like, wow, it's a beautiful, beautiful facade or hill, right? And then thinking, God, that ride sucks though. You just go outside and race. Did not
Yeah.
know what was inside, and then when I went inside, I was like, oh my God, this is so fun. So that was for sure. That's one of those times where I'm like, okay, Disney, I see you. Okay, let's do this. So I get it though. The nostalgia will always
Oh
be
yeah.
along to
Yeah.
Splash Mountain though, for sure. As
Yeah.
I have that in the back. That's
I have no doubts that they're obviously not showing us everything. There's going to be some kind of surprises in there.
I bet. I'm ready for it. There's so much more space that people are forgetting after the drop, which used to be my terror zone.
Yeah.
But there's so much space in there that you could do a lot in that space. Like, I just feel good about that. Like, I don't know, just to put it out there, because if they're revamping everything and they're not just sticking, animatronics where they were, and to see the small snippet of the one we're getting, they're having to put more electronics in there to make sure it sustains that kind of movement and that kind of technology.
Yeah.
Feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That last scene though had a lot of animatronics.
On the showboat.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot to make up for, but hopefully it's just not made up with projections.
I feel like
there's going to be projections. There's no doubts, but
right. Some of the stuff in the back, but I think they'll have things like what we see at MMR, right, where there's projections onto bigger animatronic things that are there in the final scene. But I feel like there's going to be a lot more going on in that final area. And especially, I think, too, they have to make a way to where it feels like you're going down the bayou. And I think there's a lot you can do with that. So there's a lot you can do with that. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. I mean, they're taking their time, obviously.
Yeah.
They're trying to get it right.
Which is good.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's just all hope, because we're already worried about Phantasmic over here. But
I know
we got about 20 days or less. Yeah, less.
Yeah. When does Phantasmic open?
24th, I think, is the first date. So
are you going to be there on the 24th?
I will not. I was planning to, but work duty calls, so I'll be there that weekend. Though I'll be checking it out. Shan will be there too. So
yeah, that's right. Yep. Cool. Nice. Yeah, you're gonna have new clothes for.
Oh, I was talking about Phantasmic. You're talking. You're talking about when Tiana comes out. I might take a couple of weeks off and just let things. Let things settle out. You guys can't even get me on Grizzly right now. It's too cold, man. You're trying to get me pneumonia. This is the first time I got through winter without getting a cold, serious cold, honestly. So like last year, I learned my lesson. Yeah.
My lesson. Well, you did it for us, so
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I paid. But it was good
because you were gone for like 2 weeks or whatever.
I had a good time though. I'll never say I won't, because now I got to ride that ride more than I ever did when I was a child, and I felt like a kid every time getting on it. I truly did. So full circle.
Yeah.
See, I said that Grizzly needed more bears, and then they put a Big Al thing out front.
Did you see that it interacts with the Magic Band too? Did you hear about that? Yeah, I want to go check that out. Mark it down, Steve.
What does he do?
Checking that. I think he talks or something. I haven't seen him in person. I'm ready to see. Makes me. Oh, now we're getting into like a whole podcast here, but it makes me wonder, like, what are they gonna do? Are they thinking about bringing more aspects of the Country Bears to DCA? Like,
well,
it's still a Disney World.
So, what were you telling me about the Country Bears, the animatronics earlier?
Me?
Yeah. The parts.
Oh yeah. So at Walt Disney World, from what I heard, is all the Splash Mountain animatronics, they were actually using those parts to fix up the Country Bear Jamboree, the bears. Yeah. So
that's innovating. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so I don't know what they're gonna maybe do something at Disneyland with all those animatronics. Maybe have some bears somewhere.
I don't know. There's only one place where they would fit. Well, there's a big bear that everyone thinks looks like a wolf, which the great debate. I always ask people, I know these people probably think, first off, there's a guy at the live stream. They're like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
And then the second part, I say, hey, does that look like a wolf or a bear to you? And I always do it just to see what they'll say. And then the kids are the best, because the kids are just like straight shooters, like, that's a wolf. And I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
They really messed this one up. They really did. But I hate to be that guy because I do think it does look like a bear when I see it. I see it, but I've
Yeah,
been looking at it
yeah.
for days and months.
Oh, it's a
right?
grizzly, a big old grizzly head.
Grizzly, right?
so,
Right.
Yeah.
But kids are like, it's a wolf.
I was just saying this the other day though, like how cool it would be if you had the old animatronic bears from the Nature's Wonderland ride, where like the bear's like
Yeah.
scratching his back and like just put them like throughout, catching the fish or whatever.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Louis-
Country Bears returning to DLRA. Yes,
Yeah.
please. I don't know. I'm just I'm insinuating. Why would you put that bear right there? I know it's Disney Vacation Club needed some kind of covering awning for when they're out there, but that's just an interesting placement. I mean, for
Right.
me
Yeah,
at least, bears fit. They do. It fits. All fits there. But
There's
why
already
that?
a giant bear there. Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
that now? Like, what was that? Who was behind that? There's always something Disney's like kind of tweaking. You have to realize like there's always something testing. Just like we see these droids now, Galaxy.
Yeah, those little. Yep. Yeah.
Those were being
Which-
tested a long time ago, and we didn't even know like that's what they were thinking. So it's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you got a Country Bear love, keep your hopes up. It might not be gone forever. So
That'd be cool. I've actually never, when I was at Disneyland, I don't know how many times, I've actually never watched that show.
that is one I did get to watch. That is when I was
Yeah.
a kid. I did watch. I remember it, and so I always
Because we
do
never
look-
went back there. So
Yeah, I wouldn't have either, but this is my gripe of Winnie the Pooh. I have too many family members that love Winnie the Pooh, so that was the reason why I went over there.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, it was always like the dead spot in the park because you
Yeah.
couldn't go any further, and
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
now
your
everything's connected.
turnaround.
It's more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got more
like
of a
that.
flow.
Yeah, that flow they have there, and I'll
Yeah.
admit we went there too because at the time, I think that was the way to tire us out.
Yeah.
The parents were like, "Let's just walk to this dead end; it'll get them tired," and it worked because it was hot over there. It was always hot, so that was the thing back then. I think that's what they did too. So you're right; it was a dead end, but now a lot
Yeah, you
different.
walk all the way over. Oh, now we got to walk all the way back.
all the way back, and it's a hill. That's the thing. It's
Yeah, that
definitely a
stupid hill. That's why we always take the secret path because I didn't want to walk that hill.
Yeah. I like walking through there and just scaring people. Like not literally scaring them, but they're just like, oh no, now they know about the secret path.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they just are all alert. Everyone's afraid of it.
That's funny. So what does Louis have to say here? Louis says, according to Bob Weiss, the MAPO division of WDI at Glendale has a boatload of spare parts for the audio animatronics, and the spares they lack, Gardner Holt can make them to spec on demand. Yeah, Gardner Holt.
Yeah, I'm sure he could,
Yeah,
which costs money.
yeah. And what was
They
their
would
earnings?
rather- They would rather use parts from little animatronics they steal out of other rides.
Yeah.
Random Kiwi.
Random.
Secret path? Yeah. I'll show you when you come, bud. It's not nothing. Well, hopefully it's open. I just
Oh,
saw
that's
at the
right,
beginning
'cause
of
they
this,
might-
they got to redo there's like a little bridge there that
Yeah,
goes
it might be
under
fenced off.
Splash
Yeah.
Mountain that they have to redo the wood there. due
It's
to Cal West.
behind. Yeah, it's behind Harbor Galley.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. You just don't know it's there, but it's the best.
No.
But people are
Yeah.
usually reading or doing something like just really
Yeah.
quaint. I'll admit, eating.
Yeah.
It's a really nice spot.
I was always hoping they would extend that little area in the back there,
Oh,
the
yeah.
eating, to go into that point where the ship, the
where
dock,
it docks right there.
where it docks, it goes further back.
That's right.
So,
Dang. That would have been cool. I would have been
Yeah.
on board with that.
but there's a lot of duck families that live in that area.
I was gonna say, but then it wouldn't be so secret because everybody would be over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be. Seriously.
Well, all right. So, see, we see the
We
the
started with
conversation-
Indy.
Yeah, we went from Indy to
Back to Tiana. Full circle.
Yeah.
to Phantasmic to Tiana to
Adventureland through New Orleans into Country Bears. Look at that.
Yeah.
Man, covering the whole park just like that.
Cool.
And we didn't even do a ride through over at Disneyland.
I know. See,
Tokyo.
It's the original. We
Just
have to
weird how that
reference it.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how it works. Yep.
But I did like the ride through. That was really cool to see
I
the
agree. I appreciate
Tokyo.
you guys pulling me in on that too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was always fun having you on. So
Yeah.
this is your second ride through, right? And
Yeah,
your
it's my second
one
ride
interview.
through, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited. It was like a one I've never seen before because that's always the best for me. Is seeing stuff I've never seen, and the Imagineers at work, regardless of where they're at. It's
Oh yeah.
you get used to what you have sometimes here at the park, and I hate that because I know that to get what they are now takes a lot of work. So when I see these other ones done like at Tokyo, I'm envious, right,
Yeah.
for certain aspects, but then I realize, well, Disneyland inspired that probably at some point, so I have to not take that for granted. That's the part.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Louis says a question for the experts, which I don't know who they are, but yeah.
Not us. Who's he talking to?
Who's in here?
How does Disney reconcile the ducks with the army of feral cats in the Disney park proper?
I'll admit the feral cat count has gotten a lot less viewable before. I like to think that a lot of them, moved on to things, but we just don't know. Like I used to always stop just recently for
what was his name?
Snickers. She was over at DCA by Grizzly River Run.
Yep.
But supposedly she's moved on and got adopted, I think I heard, but we don't ever know. I think the cats, they're doing a lot better job at corralling them towards the back because they're still there. And I caught one. Somebody that works in downtown Disney was feeding one day when I started the stream. They were hiding out in a little picnic area, and this cat came out of nowhere.
Oh, I remember that. That was in the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I remember that.
And the cat was ready. He was like,
he was like sitting there waiting.
Yeah, waiting for to get fed by this. Well, I guess you could say cast member from down. He was working as a chef or something in one of the restaurants.
Yeah, he was having his lunch or something there, right?
Right, nailed it. So it was pretty awesome. But
I think that was actually funny.
I would think the ducks are more aggressive than the cats. I would. I know that sounds crazy.
Oh
but those ducks, man, I ain't lying. Like they're
they're right at your feet, ready for food.
I'm not saying they're mean, but like people are like, don't pick them up. It's the cast members are trying to protect you at the same time as like trying to protect the animal. Like those things they're animals, they're territorial for sure. So
especially when they have their little ducklings falling behind.
I think you're onto it, Steve. They couldn't. They tried to negotiate with those ducks to build out there, and they're like, gonna happen. Better move on. You're lucky. We were lucky. We let you ride canoes and boats through here, but
exactly.
You're on our territory, right?
Especially when you're going through. What is that, Storybook Land, right? And everything's miniature, and these giant ducks.
I think it's almost like it has to be there, because if it's not, then I'm all like, well, what happened to the duck? Like we were talking about the Small World thing. I'm always looking for the ducks. That's what I'm looking for. But I must think the grounds crew loves that.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a hockey team and characters named after them, or Donald and all that. So
yep, that's true.
Somebody likes the ducks.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that might do it for this one. I did want to say, as we just mentioned, that this is not Larry's first time. We have Monsters Inc. ride that we did, and we interviewed him.
Check out his interview. You get to find some deep stuff about Larry.
His first official interview.
Yeah, that was my first interview though, as a content creator. I've had interviews for other reasons that I being a student and being lame, but being an actual content creator, that was my first time being interviewed, and I appreciate you guys. So that was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I think there's a lot of goofballs out there that haven't seen that, and they probably would appreciate it.
Yeah, I think they would, but then I'll get I tell them, but I don't want to push them to it, because then more ammo I give them. More. And I'm okay. I'm game for it. I'm game. I am. Trust me. But yeah, I appreciate you guys honestly just being able to, when I do that interview, it gives me the platform to obviously, promote the channel and promote you guys too at the same time, but just have good conversations about Disney.
Yeah.
I know a lot of times when I'm there, I'm on a stream, so I'm trying to create a little bit of both worlds of engagement.
Yeah, but you're so good
also,
at it. That's
ah,
that's the thing. It's
stop
like,
buttering
how-
the biscuits. The
but-
quarters in
no,
the
'cause
mail
we're
already.
still-
But yeah, that's the thing. You know, when you get these kind of formats, we just talked about Fantasmic, Tiana. Like this is the Disney talk. You know that sometimes you can't always get in a live stream chat. So I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all the stuff you did for us too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we
yeah,
appreciate everybody and what they can do, and
Right.
shouting
Yeah.
at everybody, and that's all cool. Some people we've interviewed don't do anything, so
yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be, right? As long
it
as you got
doesn't.
that
No,
Disney,
but
the
it's nice.
Disney love, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
So what did? Are you going to be present at Donald Duck's 90th birthday celebration on the 9th?
Oh, is that on this 9th? Oh, I did not know that. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna do anything.
You
it'll
might.
be Thursday.
What?
Is that on Thursday?
Oh, that's Thursday.
That's
Will you
Star
be-
Wars night. I'll be there.
Oh yeah.
For Star Wars night, but I wonder if they'll do anything like during the day. They'll probably be.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
Disney.
Donald's so overlooked, but I would
know.
love to get like a button of something
Yeah.
that says "Happy Birthday, Donald."
Or a popcorn bucket.
You know, his zipper for Easter was hilarious. It was an
Oh,
egg, and he was like his legs were sticking out in his arms.
I think
That
I
was
remember
good.
that. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
people should have gave that one more credit, but they didn't. It was one of my favorite like things that just was there during Easter time. So, it's just Donald. That's the way it goes. But yeah, I'll be there for Star Wars night. So I guess I could pump
right,
that out
yeah.
if anybody's watching right now at the live stream. I'll be there for the final Star Wars night and see how it goes. It'll be my first costume. I'm going Obi-Wan like I did before.
nice.
And so was Chubbs.
Yeah.
Doing my Padawan. And Rebecca
Oh,
will be
that's
a
cool.
costume unveil, and she already got her lightsaber, so you could already tell what kind
Oh.
of costume it's gonna be. She got a
Cool.
Darth Maul lightsaber. So
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Was it
nice.
double-ended?
she could make it double-ended. She's so short. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear off.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't.
making it double-ended right
Yeah,
now. She's
no,
like, I'll
it's-
just stick with the one. But
It's not.
Her-
It's not easy to carry around a regular lightsaber. I understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Doubles a bit much.
I mean, she carries around sharp objects to get me all the time. But the lightsaber's not in her arsenal. That's not in her arsenal. So
Yeah.
just jokes.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks again, Larry, for coming on, and we hope we can do this again on another live
Absolutely.
right through. Be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
And,
try to
and
do.
Rebecca, you got to come on with Larry.
Oh,
We're gonna
She
try to
showed
do
me.
a lot more of these live. So
Yeah, it was a lot of
that's cool.
fun
That was
trying
good.
to do it live. Yeah, it's the first
Imagine
time.
that.
So you were our first interview for 2024,
Okay.
season
and
two.
now you're our first live stream right through. So.
Right through. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
cool. And you're gonna get all the, the reactions. That's the best part. Some people. So that's
Yeah.
the best part.
Rebecca.
Yeah. See, she's not holding back, y'all.
But yeah, I will link your other videos that on our channel on this one too,
Mhm.
so everybody can check it out.
Absolutely. Same for you guys. I will be every time you guys come. Lives are fun.
Lives are
That's right,
fun.
Rebecca. Every time you guys come in on our live, we'll make sure to give you a shout out and we'll post this video like we did in the community page. We'll give another one. Thank you for Perspectives on Tokyo
Cool.
Indiana Jones. We appreciate it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
man. It was cool, honestly.
Yeah.
All the
Louis-
perspectives.
Louis is awesome. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cool. Appreciate you, Louis.
All right. Well, like, subscribe, share from friends and family. Let us know how we're doing, and we'll see you on the next one.
bye, everybody.